All right, well, live with a classic abortion debate. We have Mo Politics and conservative Chris. So, I think Mo, you said that you would start with the opening statement. So, if you want to start with that.
Hold up, let me get my opening statement.
All right, cool.
Okay, I just want to start off that human life begins at conception. Coming from the pro-choice position, there's an objective beginning and an objective end to personhood. As there's no biological function that would automatically discount you from personhood, the loss of a heartbeat doesn't necessarily mean the loss of a life. The only objective end to personhood is the end of brain activity, brain death. This idea is uncontested and uncontroversial among neurologists and biologists. The existence of personhood is binary, so the definitive start for... Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Wait, Mo, I got to hear you. Chris, can you hear Mo?
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Oh, you can?
I can't.
Well, you can't.
I cannot.
But you can hear me. That's awkward. Wait, Chris, you can hear me, but you can't hear Mo?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. For what?
Wait, Chris, do you want to just like leave and then join back and then
Yeah.
If that helps, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just copy paste my opening statement in private chat. Just leave and come back. All right. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, yeah. Is this like the same opening statement that you use for like other abortion debates, or is this like particular?
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's the one I use mainly.
Yeah. And, okay, he's back on. I'm gonna add him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Hello.
Can you hear Mo now?
Okay.
I can hear you.
Hello. Okay. Do you want me to start over from my opening statement?
Yeah.
Okay, human life begins at conception. Coming from the pro-choice position, there's an objective beginning and an objective end to personhood. As there's no biological function that would automatically discount you from personhood, the loss of a heartbeat doesn't necessarily mean the loss of a life. The only objective end to personhood is the end of brain activity, brain death. This idea is uncontroversial among biologists and neurologists. The existence of personhood is binary, so the definitive start for personhood is at 18 weeks when the cerebral cortex forms to create subjective experience, collective identity, and any other sort of characteristic you describe to human beings. Since personhood ends when there's no brain activity, that means the antithesis of brain death is when there's brain activity. This is a concept referred to as brain birth. These characteristics allow us to be able to understand various interpretations of reality and false perceptions of others. This is what separates us from animals and makes us intrinsically valuable. Subjective experience makes us unique, and without subjective experience, we would be walking chimpanzees. It is intellectually dishonest and emotion-based to say that human life is valuable simply because it's human life. That is why I believe that abortion is completely ethical and as such is a human right. The idea that human life is valuable simply because it's human life is a circular reasoning fallacy, and I'll point out this fallacy. So my question to you would be like, well, what gives human life value?
I just think that life in general has a value. We shouldn't just. I don't think that killing a baby because either convenience or just because you don't think you can raise a baby is right. It's still.
Oh, that's not my argument, but and also just because you call it a baby, that doesn't make it a baby. That's what we call an appeal to emotion fallacy.
Okay, so what do you think it is?
What do I think it is? I think it's a human being, right?
Yeah, it's a human being.
But I don't think it's a person. Okay. There's a difference between person and human because person is philosophical. Like, sure, I mean, cool, it's a human, but what's the significance of it being human?
I mean, it's still a human. Like, all right, so you agree it's a human being, right?
Sure, but that doesn't automatically grant it personhood or value.
So, because it hasn't been born, you don't think that it has a value?
Oh no, that's a straw man. 18 weeks is my cutoff date. After 18 weeks, abortion is wrong.
Well, so you think so? What makes you think that at 18 weeks specifically that makes it wrong?
Because it gains personhood and subjective experience.
So what makes it gain personhood?
So what makes it gain personhood? What do you mean?
Like what?
The cerebral cortex.
All right, so that I'll look that up. So basically, the cerebral cortex, you think it forms at 18 weeks?
Yeah, I can give you a source that it forms at 18 weeks, the cerebral cortex, when it develops enough for subjective experience.
All right, so let me look it up right now. So the brain has been formed by around, let me check, around the first month after conception, right? So it has not consciousness, but it has brain activity. So do you? All right, so,
In the cerebral cortex? No, like it doesn't have the brain activity in the cerebral cortex.
let me check cortex.
All right.
Let's see.
But yeah, like my question to you is like, what gives human life value? I mean, like, sure we agree it's a human, but well, like, what makes it significant?
I just honestly, I honestly feel that it's all right. So to it shouldn't be. We can't say that it's not valuable because
Well, sure we can. We say some humans are less valuable than others.
all right. So if somebody gets pregnant and they're pregnant with a baby, then whether so you can avoid it just because you don't find it valuable.
Yeah, before 18 weeks, of course, it doesn't have
It's
personhood.
but okay, it's still being a human being being thrown away, correct?
I mean, yeah, that doesn't automatically grant it personhood. Just
It's
because
still
it's a human,
all right.
that doesn't mean anything.
All right. My argument is that we shouldn't just kill human beings for a convenience issue.
No, why can't we kill human beings? Like, what's so significant about human beings?
All right,
What's so?
it's
Why
morally wrong.
can't? Well, I mean,
It's a
you're
lie.
saying it's morally wrong. Like, you're giving me the is, but you're not giving me the why.
It's a whole life. You don't understand that? It's a human life being killed.
I know it's a human life. That's a circular reasoning fallacy. Like, you're saying, oh, well, it's human life, therefore it's valuable, and it's valuable because it's human life. Do you not see how that's circular?
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Right, but like we kill people who don't have personhood all the time. So like, when someone's in like a totally brain dead, right, we're able to pull the plug on them. Like, sure, they're innocent human beings, but like, it would be seen as ethical because they don't have personhood.
No, that's
Or, like,
also because of the fact that you put a part of this reason because they won't be able to come back to life. I just think that hey, we don't have a
okay,
good
so
chance.
like potential, right?
Mhm.
Okay, well the problem with potential is that it bases a premise off of a conclusion which isn't always definite,
Mhm.
right? Like it takes the conclusion that human life must be valuable, right? And then you write a premise to encompass all forms of human life that you arbitrarily designate as valuable.
All right, so, can you repeat that again? My bad, I didn't listen.
Oh, I was just saying that it bases a premise off of a conclusion, which isn't always definite.
Okay, that's true. I get that. So, all right, my argument. Actually, I don't like. Okay, so my argument is basically that to abort the.
Wait, Chris, you're
My bad. That was an accident. So,
Yeah, like potential isn't like a good argument, like because like, I can give you so many analogies, right? Like we don't value things based on potential. So like there's this doctor analogy, right? So like let's say like you have to pick between two doctors. One of these doctors is like going into like grad school and shit. Like they're going to become a doctor in the future, but they're not currently a doctor, right? Like you had to pick one to treat your wounds. Which doctor are you going to pick? And then there's another analogy: the current doctor or the potential doctor.
the current doctor.
Right, exactly. And then there's another analogy. Let's say that there's an uncompleted test and a completed test. Are we going to value it because it's a test?
Okay, that's okay. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right there. You're right there. But all right, think of it this way: if say you get into a car accident, or you're just say you're in a comatose, all right.
Uh-huh. I said, okay, let's pretend you're in a comatose. Hello?
And living off life
Your
support,
thing cut out.
someone were to come. Huh? They cut out.
Yeah, can you repeat what you said again?
All right. Say hypothetically, someone's in a comatose, and then someone goes to the hospital, stabs into death. All right, wouldn't that be seen as wrong?
Yeah, but like, yeah, I would agree with that. But like, why? What comatose are you talking about? Because there's different types of comatose.
All right. Let's see. We're basically like medically induced one.
Okay, cool. So the problem with this argument is that personhood, like I said, has a definitive start and a definitive end. And while someone is comatose, they haven't lost personhood since they still have subjective experience. And there was a study done by the National Center for Biotechnical Information. They found that under the highest form of general anesthesia, you can lucid dream and you can utilize implicit memory.
Okay, so you're saying that basically, yeah. So you're saying that the still
So it
brain
still has
functions.
personhood.
So
Nothing's changed.
you're right there. I'm not saying that you don't have personhood. I'm just saying that I'm talking about like the whole. Like it's still a human being. Like, okay, I'm not trying to go back.
Circular.
We're trying to be circular, but I personally think that just to kill a human being based on personhood isn't morally right.
How is it not? I mean, like people that are totally brain dead, we're allowed to pull the plug on them. Like, sure, they're innocent human beings, but we're allowed to pull the plug on them since they don't have personhood. Under your line of logic, we would like have to keep people on life support for like I think it costs like $10,000 a week to keep them alive. So we'd have to like drain these people's money because they're innocent human beings.
Okay, but the thing was with that, with the fetus or unborn baby and someone that's brain dead, one is going most likely going to live, other one is looking like they're gonna die. That's why they put a plug.
Okay, well, like, dude, we don't base on potential. We don't base premises off of conclusions. That's not how it works.
What do they base it on?
What do you mean? We don't base it on conclusions. Like we base them on what they currently are.
Mm-hmm. So
like you have the natural capacity to die. Am I going to treat you like a dead person?
No.
Yeah, obviously, because I value you currently. Currently, in the moment, you're a person. You have personhood. Someone in general anesthesia has personhood. Someone in a coma has personhood.
Mm-hmm. You're right. So, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So basically, your argument is that personhood. So a unborn baby doesn't have personhood. So to avoid it wouldn't be necessarily morally wrong.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have personhood. If it doesn't have personhood, sure, I would see it as ethical.
Okay, all right. Okay, I understand that.
Yeah. So, do you concede to my point?
Yeah.
So you're pro-choice.
I'm not pro-choice. I'm just saying, like, I get what your point is.
If you get what my point is, like, do you have any contentions to it?
I understand what you're saying.
Oh, well, I mean, you keep saying you understand what I'm saying, but like, is that a contention to my argument?
Oh, not really.
Not really. No. Okay. Mod. What do we do now?
Yeah, Chris, do you have like any other contentions or any arguments of why you believe why you're pro-life?
If not, should we do closing statements?
I'm just gonna say what I believe. So I'm not gonna like try to counter anything. I'm just gonna say what I believe. Straight up. So the reason why I'm pro-life is just I personally find value in a human life, no matter whether it's brain dead, a fetus. You know what I'm saying? I just find value in human life regardless. All right.
Oh, brain dead people, dude. We're not gonna give rights to brain dead people.
I know. I'm just saying. I still have value for a human life. That's just me personally.
Yeah, but not because they're human. Right? It's not because they're human. That's a circular reasoning fallacy.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've gone over all the points.
Mm-hmm.
Mod, what do you want to do?
Wait, Chris. It's only been like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see. I mean, if you guys did, if that's really the end. I mean, Chris, do you have like anything else? Or if not, I mean, maybe we could get some. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I think we should.
Hello.
Yeah.
Did he leave?
No, I think he's still here. Yeah. Well, what were you gonna say?
I mean, I think we covered everything. I can't talk about the morality of abortion, so I'm not gonna talk about the legality. So I mean,
all right. Well, I mean, we're only like 15 minutes in. Do you guys want to do something like with the chat, like ask the chat what they want? Because we're only like 15 minutes in, or
can I invite somebody else, one of my friends in here, to like talk about politics and stuff? Fine?
Do you have like maybe, or I mean, if Mo's fine with it, maybe you could like have one of your like friend who's like pro life take your place. Since I think you're done with like pretty much your contentions. Wait, Mo just left. Oh wait, Mo's back. Hold on. Yo, Mo.
What's up? Okay.
Is it cool?
Chris, do you want to do closing statements?
All right, so you were right on the personhood part. I should have came more prepared for this debate. I'll be honest with you, if I came more prepared.
Yeah,
But yeah, you're right on the
that was a good
part.
debate.
That was good. All right. So yeah, big respect to you. All right, big respect. You're educated.
Yes, sir.
Respect that, bro.
Yes. All right. So yeah, the comments wanted me to do that. All right. Okay. Closing statements. So
yeah, go ahead.
Want to get one of my friends in here, or y'all good with that?
we should end the stream here.
Wait, Russian capitalist says you want to come on.
I don't know. He's going to debate on economics. He's not really educated on social issues. Yeah. Can I just give my closing statement?
Well, yeah. Go ahead with your closing statement.
Okay, so my closing statement, I believe that I've won this debate is because I believe that I have stayed most consistent. I gave you my definition for personhood, and it's uncontested, and I've given you the fact that why we don't base value based on potential, and why we don't base value based on species, because that's only resorting to tautology, and it's only circular reasoning. So, yeah, I think that's why overall I think this is like a pretty good discussion. Obviously, should have been a little more prepared, but yeah, this has been good.
Next time I'll be more prepared. And ask big respect to you,
Yeah.
bro. This is a good debate,
Sir. All right. I think I'm gonna head out.
All right. Can I get one more friends in here just to just talk about politics and stuff? Is that good with you? Bourbon or Alan? My bad.
I mean, it's cool with me. I don't know if Mo. I don't think. Yeah, Mo said that his internet is messed up.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think Mo should do it.
All right.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's all.
All right. Let me see if we some link.
Well, all right. I guess I'll end the stream now.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
See y'all.